Okay, okay, because y'all know the intro gets me every single time. Golly. Hey, y'all good? Okay, because today is a great day, so it's about to be a great day to have a great day. I'm going to tell you why it's a great day. But listen, welcome to another episode of One Being Brave. I'm your host, Domo Jones. Thank y'all for tuning in. I appreciate it. I don't take it lightly. Because y'all seen what we talking about around here. Like, y'all some real ones. That's all that matters. Y'all the real ones. Like, I'm the real one, but y'all the real ones. And my guess is for real. Come on. Cut. Period. Poo. All right, so let's get into the house rules. No profanity. Come on. Y'all know. Like, we got so many words in the dictionary. We're about to use all of them mugs. Mug. That's in the dictionary. See is in the dictionary. We're about to use all of them. That could be in dictionary. It's probably in like the hood dictionary, but it's in there. You feel me? Also, no bashing of race, religion, gender, politics, or sexual preferences. Why? Because from one blood he made all the nations, so we kin folk. Auntie now, uncle now, cousin now, all y'all invited to the barbecue and tell them I sent you. Who gonna check for me? I'll hold. Oh, okay. Cause who? Anybody gonna check for me, boo? Anybody gonna check for me? I'm on a 20 right now. Okay, also, this show is called 1 Billion Brave because it represents the 1 billion people of the world that have a disability and or medical condition. The old heads already know what I'm about to say. The new heads come in and catch up. Get you one of us in your circle. Don't get you me, but get you one of us. Because I'm telling you, we top tier. Too legit to quit. That's all I'm saying. We are top tier. I'm going to say you're welcome now because when you get you one of us in your circle, you're going to be like, dang, where have you been? Nobody else. Okay. Y'all get it. Twin, where have you been? Get you one of us in your circle. It's a lot of perks being around someone that has a disability and or a medical condition. I'm just saying it is. Also, this is the second most important rule. We talk about Jesus Christ on this show. I don't know what they do over there, but around here, after me and my house, we gonna keep him the main thing because he's the main thing. So we gonna keep him the main thing. He in the center. Jesus be the center of my joy. So that's what he about to be over here around here. Okay, we talk about JC because that's my dog. That's my dog. Period. Also, last rule. I kind of think I figured out a way to word this because I don't know why I don't know how to word it. Like, girl, I don't know how to word it. You've been saying this every week. Find it. Figure it out. Okay. This is, and you still didn't do it right. You just hyped yourself up and you still don't even know how to say, child, we ain't got time. Okay. Don't get it together. Don't embarrass yourself. This is the wrong day to be embarrassing yourself. Okay? Figure it out. Find it, catch it, and say it. Okay. This show is the show. We not about to do this. This show is one of the shows that has a hostess with a disability that interviews guests with disabilities and or medical conditions. Thank you, girl. Gosh. Over here embarrassing yourself on your show. What? Girl, make it make sense. So that means that Lady O, Tyler Perry, and First Lady Ava DuVernay. Hi, Grandma. Grandma, what am I stopping? First Lady Ava DuVernay, I'm coming to see all three of y'all. Lady O, I'm coming to the house. The weather is lighting up so we could go outside and we could talk amongst your garden. And then I'm going to hop on, make a quick left to Tyler Perry's house real quick. We can go to your house. We can go to the stew, or we can go to your aviation center. It don't even matter to me. You just send me your location. I got an iPhone. iPhone to iPhone, you feel me? And then I'm gonna hop 2 blocks up the street real quick, and then we're gonna go to Rockefeller so me and First Lady Ava DuVernay can get our locks done as we chop it up. It makes sense. It makes total sense. That's all I'm saying. So that's how it's gonna be. I'm introducing myself now. Hey, how y'all doing? I'm Domo. All right, now that we got the logistics out the way, we got something to talk about. I don't know what y'all thought this was. We got something to talk about. All right. All right, so let's get into the Braveheart. Who the Braveheart for this week, Gabe? Give it to me one time for the one time. Okay, because you cannot tell me that this picture is not fly. This is a disabled icon, and that she is. And her disability or medical condition is she is a paraplegic. But let me tell you, Gabe, can you take away the thank you? Okay, because first of all, the wheels on the bus go up round and round. My God. The wheels on the bus go round, and she has on my favorite color, which is orange. She's just too fly. Like the whole fit. Actually, I have pants that are that tie-dye. Literally those colors. But this is why I chose this picture, because ma'am, you're doing it. A disabled icon, I get it. I see why you are an icon, because you are. Thank you so much for being you. Thank you so much for sharing the world who you are and not letting your disability or medical condition or your medical accessory stop you from being you. Because let me tell you, them wheels, that's what caught my eye. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. And where he goes, I follow. Thank you, Mom. I appreciate it. With that being said, so today is a great day. Because I am 36 and I am super grateful to be alive, because them doctors told me I wasn't supposed to make it till 9. Who? Who gonna make it? Who not gonna make it till 9? Tuh. You know what I thought this was? Not the God that I serve. He said, watch this. He said, watch this. Don't even worry about it. And Mom, not a day over it. Okay? Because they're not even ready. Wait till I turn like 40. I'm gonna look 24. I don't know how that math is mathing, but I'm really grateful. Like, honestly, all jokes aside, like I'm super grateful to be alive. I'm super grateful that I'm still here to tell it. Like, I'm going to always share my testimony. I'm going to always be happy, be excited, because there's so many things to be grateful for. And they told me I wasn't supposed to be here. And I love proving people wrong. That's one thing I love doing. So I am extremely grateful. What did I do for my birthday? I'm glad you asked. I had 2 doctor's appointments. Kaja loves seeing me. Child. In 2 different cities. Grandma, I do look like you. You need to put your picture up so they can see who Mert Smith is. Yeah, that's literally what I did on my birthday. I had 2 doctor's appointments. I'm gonna give that a little rundown. In 2 cities, one in Riverside, one in Lakewood, Bellflower. Then on the way home, I had an allergic reaction, so I had to take a Benadryl. The life of Domo, okay? Because it's never a dull moment. But here's the thing. I am still here. I'm alive because there's more. And I was able to spend it with my mom. Like, we had a whole day together. What? I don't need all the extra stuff. Just a little thing for me. So I'm really grateful. And on top of that, because I love y'all, I'm like, I gotta be on. What? I can celebrate myself after. But because I love y'all so much. And my guest, wait, y'all just hold on. Y'all just hold on, because she coming. The doctor, the nation. Okay. All right, so I'm about to bring out my next guest, and I'm super excited to bring her on, because as most of you guys know, I don't know my guest story ahead of time, but her smile is what caught my eye. Like if we keep it a buck. I love her smile. She's very super energetic, and I love it. And I just can't wait. And she a whole doctor in this mug. So y'all can't tell me nothing. We got a doctor on the show. We got a doctor on the show. Oh, okay. We elite. We stepping our game up around here. I'm super excited. I cannot wait till she gracing the stage. Matter of fact, let's bring her on right now. Dr. Yamieka MD. Come on, grace the stage, please. Grace the stage. And she is. And she in there.
Period.
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 Yo, thank you so
Yes.
much for gracing the stage. I appreciate it. I appreciate it.
Yes, just happy to be here and to celebrate this special day with you. Like I'm honored to celebrate you today. So,
Thank you.
hmm, we'll have
Thank
a
you.
good
All right, so
time.
let's get into it. For the people in the back, can you tell us where you're from and what you do?
So I am from Hampton, Georgia. So it's close to Atlanta. Me and Domo already had our talk about where that is. So it is in the outskirts of Atlanta. And I am a pediatrician, but I am also a parent coach for special needs children. So we'll get into that.
Cool. Okay, so can you tell us how you even got into the pediatric world?
Ooh, so my whole thing is I never wanted to be a pediatrician. So I always knew I wanted to be a physician. So I always
Mhm.
knew that. But I thought I grew up in the Cosby era. So I thought I was going to be an OBGYN. I was going to be just like Dr. Cliff Huxtable. I was going to have my family going to be upstairs, like my office going to be downstairs. Like it was already done. But then in my med school, we had to choose. We had to tell them what we wanted to be, and we did that rotation at the end. So I did
Mhm.
pediatrics, then I did OB, like towards the end. So the
Yeah.
pediatricians were like, "You're gonna be back," and I'm like, I'm an OB. I'm gonna deliver babies," and they're like, "No, you're all about the kids." I'm like, "They cool, but we'll see." Did OB, and I was like, "Shoot, no, mm-mm. Let me go on back over here to the peds, like y'all told me." And that's how I got into pediatrics. Like literally, that's the story.
So did it become once you got in the groove of how it works? You had a passion for it? You had a love for it?
So I always loved children. So that was never the thing. But my goal has always be to be an OBGYN. So that's what I was laser focused on. So all the other rotations that I had to do, like surgery, like I didn't really give it a chance. I'm like, I'm OB, nothing's changing until I did the rotation. I'm like, I like to sleep,
We're good, right?
all that other stuff. I don't want to do all that. So peds, I was like, I love the kids. So that is why I chose
I
that.
thank you, sister. I love you.
Mm.
Okay, so can we get into like what is the life of being a pediatrician? Because a lot of people don't really talk about like the things that you guys have to deal with or even see from kids. Like what's that life? Is your patient what you gotta do with?
So pediatric life. So it's always fun. So being, with grown people, you y'all don't act right. So at least with kids, I can get on a parent about it. Like, look, put the eczema cream on the baby. I can fuss at them. Grown folks, you can fuss all day. Y'all gonna do what y'all want to. So with
Mm-hmm.
kids, at least I have somebody to fuss with to get it together. But then kids are so much fun. So I can go in like I don't want to go to work, you know, I'm having a bad day, something happened, but a kid can, just do something, give me a hug, be excited to see me, and that just makes my day. So I love being a pediatrician. I couldn't see doing anything else but taking care of kids.
That is it the same structure or is it the same commonality as working with adults with kids? Like do you guys use the same language or the same procedures?
So a lot of it is about the same, but you're really talking to the parent. more
Mhm.
so. And then it's lots. You have to be a little special because you got to get on the kids level. To because a 12-month-old isn't letting you look in their ears. You got to wrestle them. You
Right.
got to play with them. You got to different techniques and say, I don't know, some Superman's in your ear. You have to do all these
Right.
techniques to do your job. And then of course you have the parent who is worried about the kid, they're crazy. And it's a reason why they're crazy. And I get it now being a mom. But you have to deal with that. So the medicine part is about the same. You just, kids aren't little adults. So it's certain things that I know, like I can't give that medicine because, they don't, it's not, you know, cleared for children.
Right.
But as far as just, you know, the medicine part of it is it's about the same, I can say.
So when it comes to like, well, let me ask this. What's the common what's a common symptom that you hear a lot of that most parents don't really, I don't want to say know about, but they need help kind of seeing the symptoms of it of.
So let me think of something. I think the main thing what pediatricians have to deal with is just um a cold doesn't need antibiotics, like that type of stuff where it's like they want something is like is a virus. Antibiotics don't kill viruses,
Right.
so no, you're not gonna get the pink bubblegum juice today. So just they don't want to hear that. So just to be able to just talk to them about, common things that they can do, why we don't give antibiotics for certain conditions and different things like that. So
When it comes to like remedies that'll kind of help with kids like vitamins or certain regimens, is there something that can, okay, so specifically when it comes down to the weather change, like if it's a lot of pollen or if we're changing seasons, is there certain remedies that a parent can do at home that'll help prevent like a common cold or something of that sort?
hand washing. So we learned during the COVID time that when you wash your hands, we didn't see a lot of stuff. So good hand washing is that, and that'll prevent a lot of stuff. So good hand washing. When it comes to allergies, there are allergy medicines to take. Take your allergy medicines at night. A lot of people want to take it
Mm.
first thing in the morning, and I always teach that you take it at night because by the time it takes an hour or two for medicines, so allergy medicines to work. So if you take it first thing in the morning, then you go outside, it's not working. So if you take it at night, it's in your system, it's blocking all pollen, all that kind of stuff. So it works better. So a lot of that, and then I'm a country girl. I'm from Georgia, so it's just everybody has their thing. Long as I always talk about what's safe, but there are some little country remedies that really do work, and I sometimes I tell them, look, okay, you're gonna go to the store and you're gonna buy this, and then we're gonna do this, and that's gonna help. But it's not a prescription, but this I'm telling you, this
Right,
is
right,
that
right.
type of stuff. Yes.
You take these three little steps when you go
You
to the
just
store,
do
get
that.
this.
Yes. Hmm.
So when it comes to like kids that are now in school, is there I know you said like hand washing, but is there something that they can either do, take, don't do that'll kind of help them? Because germs, kids, they always get sick because they interact with other kids. So there's something that can kind of help prevent that part of it.
So not really. Well, the main thing is if you are sick to stay at home, but we know that does not happen. So a lot of people sending their kids to school sick, and of course it
Mhm.
passes on and passes on. But the main thing is just really when it comes to prevention is good hand washing. Is just getting that gel, washing your hands, getting that soap and water, washing your hands. Like that's the main thing. Besides staying at home when you're sick, but for the most part, that's really can help a lot of different things.
Man, yeah, that hand washing. I don't think anybody really realized how important it was until COVID.
Right.
Like nobody really realized. Did you have any? Did you have a lot of COVID patients, like COVID peds?
Um, so not really a lot of sick, like like the adults were. So the kids, if they did get it, were more, it was like common colds for them. So
Mm-hmm.
not a lot in the beginning did we see a lot of kids with like sick in the hospital.
Yes, the
Not in the
kids.
beginning. Yeah.
That's good. Okay, so
Hmm.
now I want to get into your daughter because I seen a picture of her. I was like, I want to be her friend. She's so cute. Okay, so can you tell us about your daughter? Can you tell us just some details about like what you as a mom have to do specifically with your daughter?
Okay. So my daughter, her name is Joy, and she has deafness. So this and the story with Joy is we didn't find out she was deaf until later. So it was a whole journey trying to figure out that my child had deafness. So we didn't really find out she was deaf until she was 2. Because when she was a baby, she passed her hearing test. I'm African American, so my child dances on beat. So that doesn't make sense when, the folks trying to tell you your child is deaf. When I'm like, I see her. If
Right.
you see videos of her, she's a twerking queen, so she likes to twerk. She will twerk on beat. She will bob on beat. So that vibration was a reason why she could do that. But I didn't see that because I'm like, that don't even make sense. How she can't hear and she's dancing.
Mm-hmm.
So we didn't find out till she was about 2. And so um, that led me to the journey of um, wanting to help other parents. They have a child that has, I call it unexpected diagnosis. So we didn't know that our child was like this and how to handle that and cope with that. And that's one of the reasons why I'm a parent coach. So to help other families that go through having a child that um, everything was fine. And then all of a sudden things changed. So just dealing with that.
So did you see like any abnormal symptoms? Did she have to do a test first and that's how you found out?
So so I noticed, let me see what I really know. So it took her, she had some developmental delays. So like she walked late. We had to put her in like physical therapy and occupational therapy, all
Mm-hmm.
the therapies. She did all the therapies. Um, and we couldn't figure out like why at that time. So being a doctor, I was, when you see kids, I'm like, well, my child's the same age and she's not doing that. So I noticed that. But my child is a social butterfly, so she loves people, like anybody. She meets friends, we go places, I'm like, I don't even know these people, but she's like bringing folks up, and folks is just, just love her. And so when I would bring her to work, everybody's like, hey Joy, hey Joy. Joy would just like walk right past the people, and then I'd be like, all these people like just hollering at her. But then once you notice, like she's all in their face, playing with them. So I was thinking at one time, I was like, well, she really doesn't act like she's autistic or anything like that. So I took her to one of my friends who's a developmental and behavior pediatrician just to do an assessment. Because I'm like, something is going on, but
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what it is. And so she did the whole assessment, and Joy was doing passing all the things. But she rang this little bell, and Joy didn't really respond to that. And so she was like, you know what, Yamieka, I think she just can't hear. And I'm like, what? Because she passed her hearing test when she was a baby. So that didn't make really, I'm like, okay. But then we went and got a real, like, went to the audiologist. And um, at the audiologist is when we found out that she truly she had severe deafness. So we found that out that way.
Wow. So now that man, so now that it was diagnosed and you kind of put a name to the symptom, for you as a parent, what did that look like as far as training yourself to even understand what that meant.
Right, which was hard. Hard because one, I'm a pediatrician, so I had a
Mm-hmm.
lot of mom guilt that I like. Why didn't I see that? Because if it was another kid, I would be like, boom, is that, I would diagnose it like that. So a lot of guilt with that. And then the other thing is I've never been around deaf people. So I don't know what they
Mm.
do. I don't know where they go to school, like nothing, never. So a lot of fear of like, what would her life look like? Like what school would she go to? Just fear of just safety. So like for her, well, she has a cochlear implant now, so she can hear now. But um, back then, like if she got lost in a store, I couldn't call for her, and because she can't hear that. Or
Yeah.
if a car is coming, I can't yell out like, "Hey, wait!" I can't do that. So a lot of fear for her safety, just a lot of like, what's going to happen because I've never seen a life of how a deaf person,
I didn't
live.
even think about this that I mean, and that's like basic stuff for that. That's like every day. I didn't
Yeah.
even think. So did she have to learn? Hold on one second. Love you, Mom Jackie. I love you. Did she have to learn um sign language or braille or any of that sort?
So she has a cochlear implant. So at one time so the thing with her, and it makes sense now because we know. Okay. So when we went the whole hearing journey, we found out that her cochlea doesn't have all the turns in it. So it was like partially turned. So that's the reason, your cochlea is for your balance and all that kind of stuff. So that's the reason why it took her like forever to learn how to talk. I mean, not to talk, to walk and to crawl
Mm-hmm.
because she doesn't have that balance thing. Um, so that's one of the things. So once we learned that, we were trying to see how we were going to get a cochlear implant so she could hear when her cochlear was different. And so
Mm-hmm.
some pediatric ENT doctors were like, nah, you're just gonna have to deal with this, basically. But we found an African American ped ENT who was basically like, did she have a nerve? Is she like, there it is, we're gonna do it. And so she has been hearing. So
Wow.
she can hear, like if we had a whole conversation, she'd be all up in it. And she reads lips really good. But her communication back is sign. So she's more comfortable with signing. So she'll be all in our conversation and then she'll be signing up somewhere.
Real. So did you had to learn sign language too? So you know sign language?
So I do. So it's a little broken. So she can, like, if she's with somebody who signs, like, she can get down with the sign. So I call it like, it's like broken English. So I know like the main
The
words
main
and
word?
like the whole conversation signing, I can't do. But main words to get my point across, you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
We can do that. So she understands
So
that.
when you guys are like having this a general conversation, um, do you talk? Do you talk or do you sign? Like, what you guys go to?
So we just talked to her. Like we've always talked to her since
Mm-hmm.
before. So even when we found out, we still talk to her. So I talk to her, and then she'll go like this. This is her thing. Like when she don't understand, like what you talking about. Then I'll be like, "Go to bed, go to sleep," and she's like, "Oh, okay." So yes, so she's like, "I don't understand what you're talking about," or "What is that?" And she's
Yeah,
nosy.
yeah.
So like if she was here, she'd want to know what's your name, what we doing, all that kind of stuff. So yeah, but most
That's
of the time it's talking, and I'll do some signing with her if she doesn't get what I'm saying. But for the most part, that's
it's
it.
yeah, it's the talking. That's so cool. So did she go to like a special school or a special training or just regular? Right?
So she's in a all hearing school. Because my
Really?
whole thing is, the world is hearing. So she's going to have to learn how to advocate for herself and to navigate this hearing world. Even though I think, if you have a disability, we should all cater to that. But everybody is not like that. So for hello, they think you should be able to, but that's
Cater
just,
to them. Right.
yeah. But I want her to be able to be around people and, just learn how to navigate that. So she goes to a hearing school. She does have a interpreter in school, and she has a deaf and hard of hearing teacher in her class. So her teacher comes to her class, and she has 5 little friends, and they have their little crew that are deaf like her. So, um, so she has hearing friends, she has her hard of hearing friends, she has her deaf friends,
Yeah.
she has everybody, but she doesn't meet a stranger. So it's plenty of time, like I said, there's random people that come up to us that she just goes and plays, and she don't care if she by herself, and she'll make friends. And these people be like, "Who? What's this child name?" like, "Oh, that's Joy," and
Right,
you know,
right, right.
yeah. Or kids would be like, "What? Why she don't talk?" But she's fine. So I had to explain the whole thing to her. So it's amazing just how she can interact and communicate, and um, her friends understand what she's doing, and
That's
it's,
cool.
yeah,
That's a beautiful thing. And even as a parent, and I want to talk to you as a parent for a second. Even as a parent, dealing with someone that has I mean, you don't expect your child to have a medical condition, disability at all. And then, especially as you were saying earlier, how it came out of nowhere, like you weren't expecting it. So you and the father already had like this envision of how you are going to raise your child in a regular environment because you're thinking everything works, right?
right,
So now with the switch, with you as a now mom and a caregiver partially, um, and also you're a doctor, you're a peds doctor. What was the most difficult part, the most realistic part that you had to face when it came to your child um having this limitation?
um, I think it really is making the decision of how we were going to raise her. Because to me, um, she has no limits,
Mhm.
and I'm not going to put limits on her.
Mhm.
And we let her figure it out. And she has great critical thinking skills because she has to figure it out. I don't do for her. She's independent. She is smart. So I'm like, I know you can't hear, but you understand what I'm talking about.
Listen,
You know what to
you know what
do.
I'm saying. Okay. But don't act
Yeah.
brand new now.
Yeah. So we don't have limits to her. And so, like, for her, she is totally fearless. Like, she has no understanding that she can't do anything, if that makes sense. We took
Yeah.
her skating one time, and for the first time, and she thought she was like roll bounce. She thought she can skate like them people and twirl. I'm like, girl, this is the first time you're on skates. Like, you don't even know how to
Baby
go
step.
straight.
Ba- baby steps.
Yeah. So just that decision on how it's going to be with her
Yeah.
was, I think, the main thing, because I've seen lots of people with disabilities that do amazing things. And how can I be the one to say you can't when I've
Right.
seen people do things that I thought they couldn't do, but
Mhm.
they're amazing. So
Yeah.
just that decision, that's what we were going to do for her, was the main thing.
Yeah, that's a realistic decision because you don't know. You don't want to over independent her, and then she has a lack because it's like she doesn't know how to navigate herself, but then you don't want to baby her, and then she doesn't have independence or she doesn't know how to make her own, wise decisions. So
Right.
I think that's realistic, but I also think that's a key for someone that does may have a child that has a disability, specifically with hearing and navigating through life because you just don't know. Um, Thank you. I appreciate
Yeah.
y'all. Love you, Ashley. Your name not Candace. Your name is Ashley. Love you, Ashley. Um, yeah, I think that's so. Even with being a pediatrician and your daughter having hearing, what's the word I'm looking for?
Oh, deafness.
Thank you.
Deafness.
Um,
Hmm.
deafness. Did that help you as a pediatrician now with kind of understanding potential patients?
Yes. Yes. So totally can get it. Totally understand, frustrations with trying to get things for your your
Yeah,
kid, fighting different systems, just knowing, because we have some parents that just focus on their kids and not realizing that self-care is important too.
yeah.
You have to take care of yourself in order to take care of your kids. So now being able to be like, look, I need you to go on a date. I need you to go have a
Something.
cocktail. I need you to go get
Right.
your toes done, read a
Right.
book
Go to
somewhere,
the movies,
go to the
something.
movies. Like you have to do something to debrief. You have to still have me time, even though you're a
Yeah.
parent, and just
Yeah.
realizing that that's okay too.
So true. I
Yeah,
definitely agree. I think it's hard as a parent because you want to, protect your child. But at the same time, if you're not well taken care of, you can't take care of them.
exactly,
Huh?
exactly.
Child. Okay,
Child.
so now let's get into this a three part series. So well, this is about to be a four-part series because I got a few other things. Okay, so parent coaching. Can you tell us how you got into it, but also the benefits of having a parent coach?
Right. So I got into it just through my journey. So being a strong Black woman, of course, we have to always hold it down, and we are not taught to have feelings.
Mm-hmm.
So when I was going through everything, even though I had a lot of support, had lots of friends, had lots of families, like everything, like my fears, all my feelings, like I never told anybody about it because I guess I didn't think they would understand,
Yeah.
or I'm always have it together. Like nobody knew anything that was going on. Because
Mm-hmm.
besides Joy having deafness, she did have some medical problems too. Like she had heart issues, they all
Mm-hmm.
that fixed. um, but she had other issues going on, and like nobody saw the nights when I cried because I was scared for her. Like even my husband didn't know none of
Yeah.
that. Um, in all the finding your village, all that kind of all that kind of stuff, it just made me, it's like all the stuff I went through. And I always know, okay, because you said we talk about God in here. I know that God makes you go through certain things to be a helper to other people. And so like I think, and I've always said my reason for being on this earth is to help God's people.
Yeah.
And so if I went through something and if I can help another family to not go through it, then I'm going to help. And so that is what parent coaching is. Is basically is parents who have either a goal or an issue that they want help with. Like I'm your cheerleader. I'm
Yeah.
going to be the one that's going to help you through it. Like you got to do the work, but I'm going to be like, you can do it. You
The
can do
work that
it.
you can do, you can do it.
You can do it. If I did it, you can do it. And so this is what you can do. You got to make those steps, but I
Right.
am right here to coach
Right.
you, cheerlead you, or whatever. And that's exactly what parent coaching is. So it's not therapy. So, I'm recently learning about my feelings. So I can't really help you. I can tell you like they're valid. Yes, I've been through that. But to process it, still working on me.
Right. 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 I'm not
But
quite, not quite coached in that part yet.
no. But I can help you be like, girl, I get it. But
Yeah.
We can feel those. It's okay to feel it, but what we gonna do? We got to move on
Right,
because you
right.
can't hold yourself
It,
there and
that
take
now that we've
every.
addressed it, let's move on.
Let's move on. Okay,
Right.
yes, you are mad. I get it. I was mad as hell. I was mad at everybody. Excuse me.
No, you're good.
I was mad.
Yeah.
It's okay to be mad. Feel that madness, but okay, we felt it. Let's.
Hmm.
What's
Move
the
on.
next step? We got to move on. Yes.
Yeah, I think that's very key because I mean, just like you said, and even as a mom and a parent, just as a woman, we are taught to hold that in. You ain't
Hold it
got
in.
time to cry.
Nope. Suck it up.
Yeah, suck it up because you have other obligations, and although that is very valid,
Right.
nevertheless, your obligation of being a person
Yes.
is very valid too. That comes first. Like
Yes.
you as a person, that and your feelings of it, all that. I love it. I think that more people, more mothers need to get into parent coaching because you have to go. Thank you,
Yes.
grandma. You gotta go through the process.
Thank you,
And
Grandma.
you know, because you got a lot of kids.
But you have to go through it. Exactly.
Yeah, you gotta go
You
through
have
the process.
to. You have
That's
to.
true. How so when it comes down to coaching parents, do you coach a specific genre or is it anybody under the umbrella of a parent?
So my special niche is with parents who have special needs or children with the unexpected diagnosis.
Yeah.
That is it. But because I'm a pediatrician, I can coach on lots of different things. So some of my clients have one we're working on the mom guilt, and I
Hmm.
have one we're working on discipline, and I have one who she's a coach herself, but she has a special needs child, but she just needs somebody to help her with work life balance. So how
Yeah.
do I handle going to work, taking my child to appointments, like what does that look like? And she also
Right.
wants to be successful, so how do we balance all that and take care of yourself?
You
So
said
it's different things. So most of the time, I usually have, like, I call it a one-on-one, just an interest call, and we just talk
mhm.
about what's going on. And I'm nosy, so I want to know what's all going on with you. Tell me about your kid. Tell me what your
All right.
support is and what you need. Like, what do you need help with? And I'll let you know if I can help you. If not, I can get you to some people that can help you. But if I can help you, then hey, I'm your coach.
Yeah.
Let's go.
I love that.
Mhm.
I think that is something that's very valid and I think that's something that's very needed. And speaking of work life balance, well, we're gonna get into subject of work life balance. This new work umbrella that you just got. I mean the type what do I say? Who are you is the question. Who are Okay, can you please tell the people this new position that you have graced to become a part
So, good people, I am now a full professor of clinical peds. So that means there's different levels of professorship. I'm at the top. So,
of? The
I'm the
top.
full, not associate, not assistant. I am a full professor. So
That's what
that
I'm
is
talking
it.
about.
So I
Come
do know what I'm
on.
talking about. I can say that. I do know Pete. I know what I'm talking about.
So what did you want to become a full professor? Like was that your goal?
Yes. So I am in an academic center, and that's what my main job. So I teach medical students, I teach residents, I teach nurses, PAs, all
Wow.
that. So at the end of my career, I have always said want to be a full professor. Like, I'm not leaving until I get at that level. And so I have recently been awarded that level for all my teachings, my talks, my lectures, my just, parents and all that. My family, so, and
Um,
my colleagues, so they have helped me to be where I am. So they have awarded me that full professorship. So
like
working.
how does it feel? First of all, congratulations. Like that's huge. That is really huge. Congrats. But now that you've accomplished that goal, how does it feel to be in that position?
So it feels great because, of course, there's not that many of
Right. It
my
ain't that
look
many
like
of us.
me. Yeah, they look like me.
Eh?
I can count them at my institution how many we got. Ain't that many.
Right.
So just to be able to, represent our people, and at the highest level of academia is like an honor. So, I always say, I'm doing it for my ancestors. I understood the assignment, and I am hoping to make them proud whenever I go to meet them. To be like, hey, I wasn't playing and wasting my life. Like, I'm helping
Right.
people. I'm, did what I needed to do in my job
Right.
arena.
Accomplished
But
a few goals, did a few things, talked to a few people.
did a little something. So I wasn't, you were like, oh, what a waste. We didn't did
Right.
all this struggle and ain't using their talent. No,
Right.
I understand what our people went through, and I want to make them proud. So
Yeah.
whatever I can do, yes.
So does this new position, does it come with a lot of, I'm pretty sure it comes with a lot of territory, but does it come with a lot of extra work? Does it come with a lot of extra of your attention?
So not extra work, thank God. So not a lot of extra work, but just now when I go for to give a national talk or a lecture somewhere, I have a little more weight.
Hmm.
So I am a little
Right.
expert when it comes
I
to
got a
that.
few little letters that's added to my name.
Yeah.
Come on.
So yeah. So
Talk to me nice.
yes, it just feels good because I just for it to finally happen, and I'm still I got, like I was telling Domo, I still got black hair. Like, this ain't dyed, this mine.
Right. It's real natural. The roots are
This,
still black.
yeah, it's still black. So
I love that.
just happy, just happy.
Yeah. I think that is, yeah, that's a huge accomplishment. But so now with this new accomplishment, how do you personally navigate your work life balance?
So for me, I have learned. Thank you, Miss Chaplin.
Period.
I just have learned to take care of myself.
Hmm.
Um, so I was a former people pleaser. I say
Right.
former. And because I love to help people, I had a hard problem saying no to people, and so I
Hmm.
got a little burnt down, a little, tired. So now I'm okay with saying no for now. Maybe later I got to do this. I got my priorities. So just making sure I take care of me,
Hmm.
um, instead of for everybody else. But I have to take care of me at some point. So just realizing that. So that I think my work life balance will be the same because I know that taking care of me is very important, and I can't
Yeah.
help or take care of others without making sure I'm good mentally, physically, like
Physically, emotionally.
spiritually, all the things.
Yeah. So true. That's so true. And that's, it's easier said than done, but once you find your rhythm, I think anything that comes your way, you know where to compartmentalize it,
Right.
because you know where you, not only do you know where you stand, you know your limits. Like, you know what you're willing to take on, and what you like, nah, I'm good.
Yeah. Hmm.
I
Yeah.
love that. You're so dope. Like, definitely a motivation. Definitely a motivation. So, can you tell everyone where to find you? Where can they find you?
So I am on Instagram and Facebook. So I usually give my weekly, I call them my head talks, where I just talk about just parenting tips, anything I've been inspired about for the week or what's been going on. So I usually do that, and my name is weird, so it's gonna be hard to find. But I'm Head Dixon Yamieka. I know you're like, I can't find Yamieka Head, so you're gonna have to do
Right,
that.
right.
And that's just because I have parents, and it got to be kind of hard to find me for certain stuff.
Yeah,
So
right.
I had
You,
to
you
make
gotta
a
you gotta
choice.
think logically. You gotta, right. Because you are a regular person at the end of the day.
Yes. So, but you can find me that if you are interested in parent coaching, always just send me a DM and we can just talk and I can see how I can help you. So that's me.
I love that. Yeah, everyone, please go follow her on. It's under um on IG. It's the same.
Yes, it's the same.
Okay, it's
Long
the same.
story about how my name got twisted like that, but
It's okay. I mean, you're a doctor now, so it don't even matter. Like, it don't even matter. Period. You can be initials. That's all.
oh, but I want
Thank you,
people to
Gabe.
find me.
Thank you, Gabe. I appreciate it. Yeah. So on Facebook and on IG, y'all look her up. Head Dixon Yamieka. I mean, it's real simple because I follow her on everything. So,
And
and on
same here.
IG, you're very humble. You have been through it. That's how you raise level. It's a lot. You're great. Mom Jackie,
Aw,
that's why
you
I love
Jack.
my people. I love you, Mom Jackie. You're all right with me. Thank you, Gabe. I appreciate it. And IG too, because she didn't put that on there. But I follow her on IG, so I'm gonna say it. Follow her on IG. I mean TikTok. Why I keep saying IG, not IG.
Oh,
TikTok.
I forgot about my TikTok. So I just
Right.
got started with the TikTok, so it's not a lot on there. So, but I'm
It's
getting
okay
better.
though.
I'm trying to
We don't
learn.
get
I'm
that. We don't get the followers up. We don't get the followers up on TikTok too. Head Dixon Yamika. Yamika, thank you so much, Doctor Yamika. Thank you so much for being a guest on the show. I definitely appreciate it. You gave some great wisdom and great knowledge, and I appreciate not only your vulnerability but your knowledge on just teaching us and showing us how great you can be if you put your mind put your mind to it. Your whole doctor is what I made it because I have a doctor that was a
yeah,
guest on the show. I am officially on a new level. You're on a new level, and I am a new level too now. Period.
level up, baby. What Sierra say? Level.
We level it up. Thank you again so much for gracing the stage. I do appreciate it. I don't take it lightly at all. Don't take it lightly at all.
It's an honor just to be here with you, Dama.
Thank you.
Yes.
All right, Gabe's gonna put you in the back. Don't log off because we're about to end the show and we're gonna head out. Love you. Listen, I keep telling y'all, and on my birthday, come on. Knowledge is power. And I think that was a really amazing interview because she gave us a lot of nuggets. You don't really hear a lot of people talking from a pediatric standpoint. And she's a professor, so everything that she said is valid. Period. Thank you guys so much for gracing the stage. I mean for what? Domo. Okay. You was doing real good. Don't show out now. Thank you guys for tuning in and watching. I definitely appreciate it. I'm gonna say it every episode because y'all don't have to at all, and I love you guys for it. I really do. Also, let's get into the church announcements. Okay, so well, so next Tuesday we won't be live because I have an event to go to. Nevertheless, that's it. So there will be a replay video. So y'all guys gonna catch up on one of the other guests that I had, and then we're gonna tune in the week after. Also, if you have a disability and or medical condition, and or you are professional in the healthcare field or mental health field, and you want to be a guest on the show, holla at me. Let me know, or you know someone that wants to be that has any one of those bullet points and wants to be a guest on the show, holla at me. Now here's the disclaimer. Don't be contacting me talking about you ran into the wall and now you got a scratch in your toe. Don't be hitting me up saying your throat itch because you ate something or drank something that you weren't supposed to. Take some Benadryl, get yourself some Neosporin, and go about your business. Okay? Go on about your business. We need real life stuff. Y'all know. My guests, we're talking about real life stuff, and that's what we need. So if you want to be a guest on the show, or if you know someone that will be a dope guest, holla at me. I'm always looking for guests, and my guests are always dope. So You already know it's about to be in there like swimwear. All right, thank y'all so much for tuning in. Thank you guys so much for all the birthday love and all the birthday wishes. I do appreciate it. I make it my point every year to specifically and purposefully tell everyone that has sent me a birthday shout out, post, comment, whatever. I specifically say thank you to each one because you didn't have to. And if you took the time out to write on my wall, post, comment to celebrate me, I'm going to take the time to say thank you. I don't do that for thank you to everybody who no. Uh-uh. Uh-uh. I can't stand that when people be like, thank you to everybody who no, who is everybody? Contact them personally because they contacted you personally. Child, you gotta love on these people. It means so much. I'm telling you, it really does. If you take the time out to say thank you, it's just a simple thank you. They take the time out to say happy birthday. Say thank you. That was a mean mug, huh? That was mean. I'm really not that mean, but all right. I love y'all. Thank y'all so much. Don't log off though, cause you already know. Gabe got something on the back end. I think Gabe, get me out of here. I got something to do. I love y'all. Period. And y'all better love me too. All right, Gabe, get me out of here. Y'all already know what to do. Until next time. Love you.